Well, millions of Americans are hitting the roads and passing through airports today as they head back home ahead of New Year's. With just a few days left in 2024, this has been America's busiest year for air travel ever. Records have been smashed around nearly all of the major getaway holidays. Even with the huge crush of people at airports across the country, most flights are getting where they need to go on time. Meanwhile, drivers in the East are facing some potentially dangerous conditions with freezing rain in the forecast. CBS's Rob Marciano is tracking the storm for us tonight. But first, we'll check in with Skyler Henry from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta, the busiest airport in the world. Skyler.
Hey, Jerika, good evening to you. Well, it has that distinction for a reason. Officials estimate more than 350,000 people are making their way to and through Hartsfield today alone. It's a spike being felt at airports across the country during this busy holiday travel season.
Severe storms hanging a dark cloud over parts of the country as a record-shattering year for air passengers continues. Starting Memorial Day weekend, the TSA says its 10 busiest days ever for screening passengers have all come this year. That means big lines at the checkpoints.
I wasn't anticipating that, that's for sure. But I see the security times, and that should be all right.
My mom and stepdad made sure we got here early enough.
As busy and chaotic as this looks, most flights so far today are taking off on time. A night and day difference from Thursday, which saw nearly 800 flights canceled. Passengers are advised to pay attention not just to where their planes are going, but where they're coming from.
What happens in Boston, what happens in Dallas, what happens in LA will impact what's happening here in Atlanta.
The travel rush extends to the highways. AAA is anticipating hours-long traffic jams along major corridors, and tonight to be among the heaviest travel days. Adding to the headaches, about an hour west of New York City, a mine shaft collapse left behind this sinkhole along Interstate 80. That heavily traveled route is closed indefinitely. Overall, weather conditions are good for drivers, and so are prices at the pump, the lowest in more than 3 years.
Americans should snap their selfies with these prices now because this tends to be close to the bottom. Gas prices will likely start going up, especially in mid and late February when demand goes up.
Now, officials are stressing for travelers to have a plan, have some patience, and to make sure you get to your destination safely, a priority. Jerika.
All right, Skyler Henry for us tonight. Thank you.